And you need this done by when?
Was this approved by management?
An entire landing page with an onboarding video?
Let me just check my schedule.
So perhaps we'll set up another kickoff meeting?
Don't forget the Gantt chart.
I have to visualize it first. Think about it just a little bit, okay?
How about you walk me through it?
Have you even seen my backlog?
What font are we using?
What budget?
I feel we should pivot on this one.
You know what, let's take this offline.
Okay, we get to it in Q5. What are the action items we're talking about?
Humar. Welcome. Hi. I'm still like, sorry for the delay, everyone. Just getting stuff together. Trying to get my life sorted. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Humar, how are you doing today? I mean, well, you put something in Discord that I'm not sure that I read. How's your day going? Oh no, you said MTG. You're working and then playing MTG later, right? Yeah, I had to put some laundry in the wash my bed stuff. Let me get my headphones in. I'll have to show y'all my AirPod holder that I got from a friend. That I'm super excited about. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not sure that I can get it out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh no. Day's going well. Meeting with friends after work to play. That's exciting. Oh. Well, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. I've somehow gotten my AirPod holder stuck in this case. Well, I might have to not do AirPods for, I might have to work on this off stream. Oh no. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get my headphones. Jeez. Oh no, I know. I don't know why. Oh, of course. YouTube's like, here's an ad for you. Freaking out? Looks like you need an ad. Okay. Oh, you're probably hearing the music twice. Give me 1 second here to get things correct. It might be. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay. You're good now. Okay, let me get this off of here so you can see my lovely face. Hi. When in doubt, capitalism. Yeah, exactly. Hello. Hi. Yeah, see, okay, so here's my AirPod holder with the AirPod case stuck in it. Look at this, it's Mothman! Isn't it adorable? Oops. I feel like it was made for a different AirPod case. Because it doesn't quite fit. Which is probably why I'm having such a hard time getting it out. Yeah. I don't know what to do here. I mean, there's a little like hole at the bottom that I think that I can like probably push it through. But it is stuck in there, man. That's incredible, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. I might. Dang. That's wild. That's wild. That it's not. I'm so concerned right now. Okay, let me try this again. Wow. I mean, I think I've gotten it out a little bit, maybe. it is still pretty stuck in there. So I don't know. I think it's stuck. I think it's stuck. I mean, I mean, so I'm not saying that like I've given up on the AirPods, but I might have to like, I might have to cut Mothman. Oh no. Maybe I can look up some kind of way to like contract this plastic, or to make this plastic expand or something. Okay, alright, well we're just gonna set this aside. Just gonna set Mothman aside, and we'll focus on what we're here for, which is doing some art. You're needing popcorn. Okay. Alright, let me put my pin up. Jesus. Use the pen to push through. Now the cap's stuck on it. This is great. I'm done. I'm done. Could you heat it up without damaging the case? I don't know. I mean, like, the case is the charger for it, you know? And so there's, like, electronics in the case. F's in chat, right? Like, yeah. I don't know if I would trust myself to be like, I can heat this up. I mean, I might be able to, like, warm it up, but I wouldn't be able to get it too hot. Okay. All right, let me... You know what? I don't even have my drawing tablet up here. All right, so I'll probably draw until like 3:30 p.m. So like 2 hours from now, probably, hopefully, unless I get super sleepy, and then all bets are off. Yeah, I'll try to find. I'll continue to like try to wiggle it out of there. Because I think I've gotten some, but I don't know. I can't really tell. It's either moved a bit or I just didn't get it down all the way into the case to begin with. But I feel like it's maybe moved just a bit. And this is going to bother me until I actually get it done, you know? You know what? I wonder if that would work, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's so, like, sectioned in there. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, we're gonna work on my comic here. Get the program open. Yeah, welcome viewers. Glad to have you here on this fine Friday. All right, let's see here. Stream stuff. Stormfall Initiative. All right. 2. Okay. So we are, let's see here. Oh, I was adding the extra, I was coloring in stuff. Yeah, so I asked Dan's opinion on this, and he said that I have the skin, it's I was so excited for the weekend. I definitely need a break from work. I feel that humor. I unfortunately have a lot of work to do this weekend, but I'm hoping to I'm trying to spread out my work next week to where like I'm not as like stressed for time as I was this past week. Today's a bit of an exception, and yesterday was a bit of an exception, but Monday through Wednesday and last weekend, I was like, whoa! So it was quite stressful. But I've been able to kind of take it a little bit slower yesterday and today, so that's helped a lot too. All right, yeah, so y'all can't really hear that, and I can't really either, so I'm gonna turn the music up just a bit. Just let me know if I think you're good. You could probably stand to have it just a little bit louder. Just let me know if the music gets too loud. I've been trying to working on this in my schedule when my work time allows. So I did work on this a couple of times over the past week. Also talked with Dan. Okay, thank you, Humar. Showed him the progress so far. Got his take on the mummy. Here. Oh, let's see what he wanted to do. Oh yeah, that's right. He said this color should be it. I don't think I have this. The chalk brush is not the best at because usually if you use something that's a little bit more consistent with color, it's you can use like this paint bucket icon to just fill it all in. But where the chalk is a little bit we're a little bit opaque. That was some opacity here, I think. Where the chalk is a little bit more kind of particle, has some particles in it, and it doesn't quite work with that tool.
Searching for music for
Oh wow. Okay. So
Then
I think we might have to get a different music station here. This is a fun station already. Alright, let me look up. Let me pull up the document with the inspo picture for the mummy that Dan gave me. And see if we can find some pictures of mummies. That's exciting. Great. Great. I'm just like these pictures that I'm pulling up, like. Oddly enough, like, mummies just freak me out. Like, yeah. I mean, now I guess oddly enough, right? I guess mummies probably freak a lot of people out, but I just think about, like, the process of mummies, of, like, how they create them. And that's when I start getting, like, ugh. Like, there was a lot of, like, just wild, you know, like, what I think they removed the tongue, right? And the eyeballs, if I'm correct. All right, let me pull up some beautiful pictures of mummies here. Just a wild process. I really wish there was more documented history on, like, how they got to that process. Based on the Moon Knight, it's all organs except the heart. It is all organs except the heart. Oh, I think you're right. I think that's correct, Humar. I think that's correct. Ugh. I would love to, like, I wish there was more recorded history. I don't think that there is. I haven't really looked, but I've never heard of it. Of, like, how they got to this process of, like, mummyism, like how they got to the point that they were like, okay, let's remove the organs, let's remove the tongue, and the eyes. Like, if it was like a trial and error, or if someone was like, here are the things you like MCU teaching me history over here, right? Look, they have people they pay to do research, so either that or to feed you lies that sound like truth. People to write lies that sound like truth. Okay, I'm not sure this is, like, what I'm looking for. I think maybe what I need to look up is, like, the mummy. Although I think that was, like, sand, wasn't it? I haven't seen the mummy in quite some time. Did you ever see the new Mummy, Humar? With, like, Tom Cruise? There could never have been Mummy movies, just made them up for all I know. Yeah. I have not seen the new Mummy movie, and I'm curious. I'm not sure I've talked to anyone who has seen the new Mummy movie. Okay, so that's an interesting... Alright, so that's an interesting mummy look. Sure. Jesus. This is horrible. Now I'm finding, like, mummified mountaineers, and I'm slightly afraid. Hello, hey there. Nope, never saw. I liked the first movie, but it wasn't a franchise I was really into. Yeah, no, that's the same humor. Well, I mean, they weren't really that good after the first one. So, the first one I think was like, oh, this is cool. And then after that it was like, meh. Although I do know a lot of people that loved the second one. No, I'm not one of those people. There, how's your day going? I'm just over here looking up mummies. It's fine. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to watch the new Mummy sometime because I'm interested in, like, turning the mummy into a woman. Like, I feel that's a choice. And not one that I'm too fond of, but I also don't know the context. Maybe they empower her. Maybe this is an empowered female mummy. And I just don't know. But I feel like it's a very strong choice in today's society. To be like, let's take this bad guy that a white guy is like championing over and make it a woman. Who I think is like, I think they make her like Egyptian. Oh, it did really well overseas. That's interesting. I'm gonna watch all the movies that did well overseas, but not in the States. The Mummy grossed $80.2 million in the States and Canada. 410 million? Worldwide? 329 million in other territories. Wow. I can't talk. Wow. That's a huge difference. That's fascinating to me, honestly. Oh yeah, let me look up the mummy because I think that's what we're going for here. The mummy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is it. This is what we were wanting. This is what we're wanting. I cannot believe the box office total, right? Right? Which makes me like, because I'm just like, now I'm pretty sure they'll be like, yeah, let's just make all of, like, let's just make a second one. Let's continue this trend. Now I kind of want to see it just to be like, what is it? Like, what do other countries love about this remake? Okay, I think I found all the references I'm gonna find that are congruent with what I'm looking for. The director of the remake calls it his biggest failure. I mean, I guess with US records, yeah. Yeah, that was more kind of evenly balanced there, right? With the old one. Okay. Alright, Stephanie. I'm gonna take my references and I'm gonna take it to the bank. I don't need to see that. Alright. Now I'm looking at references for the mummy. I feel like this is more what we're looking for. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This has been Googling box office stats with Cameron. Oh, no, I don't need to. What is this? Oh, it's the hair. Okay. I was confused at what I was looking at for a second. I thought it was like intestines, honestly. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, because, right? It doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. I can't imagine. Hey, Cookie Mandius, thank you so much. The hair is all wrong. Oh, yeah, I think I remember seeing some stuff from South America like that there. Alright, I need the other reference in a different window or something here. There we go. So I wanna give it a little bit of depth, but I also don't want to go too detailed because it's kind of going against all of my other like styles for the characters and stuff. So I want to definitely give it that kind of mummy feel. Excuse me. I should have like the original drawing. My sketch didn't have the mouth open, but I feel like the mouth should be open just a bit, like the teeth parted. Oh my gosh.
Today I'm gonna be cooking these sizzling hoisin.
I'm so sorry, y'all. One of these days I'll sign up for or I think like don't ad blockers stop that too? I just haven't. I have not looked into ad blockers yet. Where did my picture go? Sorry. Oh, really, Humar? Yeah, I don't use them, but then I've known so many people that recently when I complain about ads popping up on YouTube, they're like, oh, I use ad blockers. Why don't you use ad blockers? I'm like, I don't know. I just... Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's not... Thanks, Bear. Yeah, I definitely have a style that I'm going off of that Dan had in mind for the mummy, so... But thank you. So far, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I think I need to make the head bigger, because it does have a large, like, a larger head than should be for the body. Okay, now we're getting into just nastiness here. So I'm gonna just kind of make, like, some little... Do a little bit of an angry look. Jesus. That's a cool, that second one, that first one and the second, I guess the second one that you've shared. It's a cool look, a cool illustration. This was the last one too. Oh gosh. Wait, did that not... Okay, for some reason I grabbed a lighter color than what I should have. At least you're zombies with TP on them. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. That's fascinating. Huh. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Oh yeah, it is kind of like it's kind of human size. It's so fascinating. All right. Yeah, and we also have something to compare it to with Comic 2. It's Comic 2. I actually did the mummy's face here at the bottom. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit more sinister now. Oh boy. Jesus. I feel like its fingers should be not so, like, beauteous. Yeah. Let's just get like 104 here today. I think. I think that's still. Let me see. Yep, high of 104. It's 101 right now. But super low humidity, like 12%, which boggles my mind growing up in a place that usually on hot days, like you'd have like at least 50% humidity. Well, I'd say, well, at least like 40, if not, and then usually higher. Oh, sorry, y'all. It seemed like a good channel to not have commercial interruptions, but here we are. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees next week. Excessive heat warning remains in effect until 11 p.m. Sunday. I mean, it doesn't affect me too much because I'll be inside, but still just like, ooh, sheesh. Oh, I have the needed eraser on, I think. That's why that's acting weird. Also, it's huge. Cookie, did I ask how you're doing? If you're still here? How's your day? Oh, I'm sure he marbled. That's awesome. 1 more hour? Must go in pretty early then, huh? Or no? Or well, what is it? Almost? Is it 4 there, or is it 3? Might be 4. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I get this to look right? Ah, gotcha, Kimar. Oh, whoops. So sensitive. I realize I should probably eat something. My gosh, y'all, I found the most precious YouTuber. What is she called again? Wait a minute. Let me see. I shared it with someone. I shared it with Jonathan. Her name is the weirdest thing, Food for Dogs. This precious woman, this precious woman is like in her 70s or 70s, I would assume, maybe 80s, but she like is like a total weeb, and I mean in the most loving sense. Like, she has like anime posters around. She collects figurines, like Japanese figurines. She plays video games. Like, she has this whole series where she reads, like, she plays this Japanese like style dating sim, and she reads all the text as she plays. And I have never wanted to be a person so much in my life. Like, I have never, other than there's this other granny. What is she called? Is she called Gaming Granny? You've probably seen her, where there are a couple of them, right? There's one that she's like probably in her 70s, and I wonder if she's still like around. Hopefully she's like around in life, but I don't know if she's still around on YouTube. But she used to do videos of like her playing Skyrim, and it was the best. And then there's this other woman who does TikTok videos, who's like, just to subscribe, right? She is precious. There's this other woman that does TikTok videos, and she might do YouTube video too, but I've seen her on TikTok, where she's called like a gaming mom, but she's not as old. She's probably in her 60s, but she is like expert marksman. Like, she plays these games like Fortnite and like Call of Duty, I think, and she just snipes all these people. I'm just like, I want to be this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I will be, but like right now, as a 38-year-old, I am up for weeb grandma, right? Like, my heart just soars. And what's really, if you want to get like a serotonin boost, read the comments. I mean, there are some people who are like, I didn't read any, but I saw some people in there being like, how could anyone be mean to you? So there are some probably negative ones on there, but what makes my heart soar are their comments on there from like other 70-some-year-old people, men and, you know, other genders, of being like, yeah, like, I'm so glad I'm not alone. Like, I love video games. I love anime. And I'm like the video games, I think, didn't surprise me as much as like her like what she like this type that she likes, and that she collects figurines, and she has all of these posters and stuff hanging up. Like, I love it so much. I love it. Oh, sorry again for the commercials, y'all. Here we go. Let's take that off for a second. There we go. Anyways, I just need to share that because I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Okay. Alright, I'll get back to art here. Oh, hey, Faster Movements. Welcome. How are you doing? How's your day today? I'm working on a webcomic, a webtoon-style webcomic for one of our closed campaigns, Stormfall. And thank you so much for the follows. I won't mention names because I know people like to like stay a little in the down low, but we've gotten some follows in the last couple of minutes. Thank you. Hearts. I never do that right. I think, right? I'm not looking at a camera right now, so y'all are awesome. Yeah, you can check out our schedule below. We have a lot of D&D on this channel. We have a lot of art programs, a lot of gaming programs. We make it happen. So, yeah. Thanks for being here. Less art, more weeb grandma. Right? I love it. I love it so much. It's my aspiration in life, is to be a weeb grandma. I swear. Yeah, Faster Roverns. We have currently four campaigns running on the channel. I DM 2. I'm in the other 2. And then we have, I'll say, a few in the making. So. Oh, yeah. It was totally anytime. Any questions you have. We also have a Discord, which I think there's a button below. But here, let me do a little, like, exclamation in the chat here. Yeah, welcome. We have a little Discord community. We say a lot of highs and like talk about our days, but we also have other things in there. And if you ever have any questions about D&D or any programs, and also if any of our programs are rescheduled or not happening that day, we put announcements in there. So I am not the owner of the channel. I just streamed the channel a lot. Madbird Streams, Dan, he owns the channel, and he DMs a campaign, and he does some gaming streams, working on some newer D&D campaigns. So yeah, anyways, I'll stop the squeal, but there you go. Alrighty. Yeah, I feel like now that we're getting a little bit more details in here, that it's seeming a little bit more, a little bit more on the east side. Because there for a second it was just looking like a deer caught in headlights, you know? But I think we're getting somewhere. Speaking of which, I might be DMing my first campaign soon. Any advice? It'd be my first time DMing more than a one-shot. Yamar, well, congrats first. That's really exciting. Really brave of you. I mean, I'll say it. It's a big step, right? Going from playing to DMing. So, yeah. There's a little bit of bravery involved. Yeah, hints. I would say, make sure, I don't know what type of campaign that you're wanting to kind of go for. I know some DMs are a little bit more like loose goose, like off the collar, like hijinks. I like to have more of a story planned out. And so I would say my biggest advice would be to at least have some of that plan, like have if you're planning to have any kind of story involved in the campaign, have all of that, have like the arc, that your big arc of the story planned out before you start, along with like some town names. Like make sure you have a good map if that's important to you. Make sure you have a map going, that you have a map done. Have some towns in there, some ideas of what those towns are, just in case. Some like fast facts for those towns. You can go more than that if you want to, but that would be the minimum, I think. At least for like, especially like in your starting area, if you have a larger map. And that's if you're doing homebrew. If you're doing something that is not like a strict, like a, what do they call them? Like a campaign story that's already done. Like Curse of Strahd or something. Okay, cool. Oh, for sure, humor. Completely understandable. Okay then, so if you already have like a good basis already kind of created for you, I would just kind of make sure that, I know one thing, again, if you're kind of like working in a story, a big thing that like as a player, and maybe you as a player kind of have experienced this and appreciated this as well, is if you like work in the players' backstories into the campaign, and that kind of helps the players to feel a little bit more immersed in your world, than just like they're just playing in it, you know what I mean, as players. It helps them feel a little bit more kind of like part of the story, I feel. I know that my players have said that they, I've heard people appreciate that with DMs, not only with myself, but with like Dan. And I know Dan's really big on that. He's the one that kind of taught that to me. And let's see. I've never experienced like working from a pre-generated thing. Like my 2 campaigns have been pretty much homebrew. So it's interesting. I actually want to do a more kind of linear, not linear, but kind of something with like the world where the world is already like a supplement. It's already kind of out for you. I actually want to do something like that because I feel like it will definitely require a little bit more of a little bit different kind of planning and stuff. Let's see. I would have some good, because even though the world's planned out, generators are your friend. Hey Varath, welcome. I didn't say anything at first, sorry. Welcome. Good, happy lurking to you. So generators, like there are a lot of great loot generators online. A lot of good NPC generators in case you're like, you need an NPC really quick, like off the cuff, and you can't. I have trouble like being like coming up with like characters immediately, so I just need like a basis, even if it's just a picture. So I even go to like Pinterest and like will type in just like characters, and I'll see a character that I like and be like, okay, that's it. That's who this character is. And then just create from there in my mind. So I love generators. I know some DMs don't like them, but I feel it makes life easier. Just be aware that some generators, like loot generators, aren't D&D official. So they'll have homebrew items in them. So, or I've even like accidentally used Pathfinder based generators. Yeah, humor. If you're interested, I have, oh, sorry, again. I do have some, I tell you what, if I think of it later, humor, I'll put it in the community, like community DMs. And if you don't have access to that channel, I'll add you to it in Madbird. Yeah, we'll see. I'll post some stuff in there a little bit later. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a very good tool to have. If you don't have one, I would suggest, and actually I didn't have one for a long time, and actually had a friend who sent this to me who was like, because I was constantly asking like typical like kind of general questions of like, how does swimming work? If you don't have like a DM screen, even if your campaign isn't online, even if your campaign is online, this is just a really good, like if you buy like just the typical like D&D cardboard DM screen, it has a lot of facts on it that like you can use in your DMing. A lot of good stuff that like are in your DM guide, your DMG, but you have to like flip through a bunch of pages. So it has like conditions on here. It has tracking DCs, setting DCs, object hit points, food, drink, lodging, pricing, jumping, actions, all of that sort of stuff. So if you don't have one, I think they're like maybe $16 or around there, maybe 20. Maybe less. I think it's maybe like 15 or 16. I would get one of those. You can also find some really cool shop generators online as well. Again, just be careful because some of them aren't official, but they don't use official, like all official content, or they might be for something like Pathfinder or something. But I would, you can also find some like magic shop generators and stuff on there as well, online. Also like tavern generators too, that like will even give you like a small menu for taverns. I'll try to post some stuff in the Discord. Oh yeah. Total. Do you know what you'll be using for like maps and stuff, Humar? Have you figured that out yet? Are you doing in person? I guess if you're doing in person, you'll just be using maps, but like drawn stuff or whatever, but I'm so used to COVID times and like everyone playing online.
We get you started living the secure, comfortable life that you want.
I'd say it's probably my biggest, since you already have like your world and stuff set. I don't know how. Probably using Roll20. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have too much experience with Roll20. Yeah, I would say that's my biggest, like, that I can think of. I'll try to post some of those generators in the Discord. And if you don't have access to the DM channel, the community DMs, I'll add you to it and at you so that way you see them when I post them. Okay? Sorry, I'm just chomping away on this protein bar. Don't mind me. I feel like my chair is broken or something. I don't know. Wait a minute. Why is it like not? Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. I don't know. It still feels like it's stuck or something? I don't know. It's fine. Oh yeah, of course, Humar. I It's been a slow process. There's a bit more kind of planning for like the homebrew stuff, but like you'll definitely, you can take as much advice as you want, but you'll definitely just learn your own DMing style as you go. And just know that like, oh, you know what? Do all of your players know each other, Humar? Or like, is this an established friend like group that have met each other or ever played with each other before? Because my other suggestion would be, it's really helpful, is to have like a session 0 before you have your session 1, your first session, official session. So that way you can, and that way the characters like place them in a kind of environment where it's not like part of the main story. If you have a main story, like, but that it's separated, and it just gives the players time to kind of like get to know each other and get to know each other's play styles, and also to kind of have that kind of like, I don't know. And also you can also like have them ask you any questions as a DM in those session 0s. Yeah. Okay. But that would be something to consider, I would say, especially internet, if it's an internet thing, like to kind of to that session 0 kind of helps people if they all don't know each other to kind of get used to each other. Kind of like a introduction before you get into like the nitty-gritty and the story and the, you know, the campaign itself. That's a huge help, I think, for a lot of players. I want to do a session 0 so everyone can meet and can chat. I haven't looked at it yet, but there is one shot for setting that I was thinking about doing, then having a flashback. I think that's perfect, Humor. I think that's perfect, yeah. I know we're spending a lot of time on this mummy, but it's kind of the first time that you see this mummy, and then we go into like literally, I think like three entries of fight. 3 like webtoons entries a fight. So I want to get this right, and kind of get a feel for what we're doing here. That may be too much, and I may just not explain it. But that may be too much, and I may just not explain it in the continuity. Sure. Oh, that's awesome, Barath. I think is that a supplement, if I remember? Yeah. Adventure module set in the Feywild for the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. That's really exciting. It looks really good. I think I've almost gotten that one before. Yeah. Does it have like a weird like carnival thing set up in it as well? Like that's super cool. I'd find that very interesting. Yeah, I started working on this off stream, so hopefully I'll be able to start getting a little bit more progress a little bit quicker. Because I do want to get this baby like out there, you know? Out on Webtoons and available. Okay, yeah. So I know that the skull looks larger. I know that the head looks a little bit larger than what it should be, but that's the description and that's how it is. I'm gonna start using that for all of my like I know this looks like this, but that's just how it is. But that's really like Dan's like description of it and his preference, so. That's just how it is, you know? It's just how it is, y'all. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna do any like shading on the wrappings. I think that's fine. Let me just go in here and just see if I need to like, let's see, let's put right there. You know, let's actually just make this all dark because yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Alright, let me get a darker color, a darker brown that we can go through with a few things here and there. I might do a little bit of like on the fingers, a little bit of definition. Y'all, it is hard to believe that we are almost in August. Can it just stop? Can the passage of time just stop, please? Thank you. Oh yeah, we could also use this to add like some little like extra stuff here and there. I wanted to get to work done today, but I needed to plan my D&D campaign. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know Steph is a pro. She's not hiding the hands. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look, hands are difficult. I won't lie, but cop out, you know? Cop out. Totally. Sorry. My plan just sent me a... Time needs to relax, yeah. I need to like post something. We need like a tech help session. We have so many technical like people who know a lot about tech stuff in the Discord that we need like a tech section because I'm having some, of course I don't guess this is really tech, but like I'm having issues with my iPhone. Bum bum bum. So if you don't have an iPhone, you're not going to understand this conversation. I'm sorry. But if you do have an iPhone, so like iPhone, right? iMessage. Steph, don't you run Madbird? Oh, Varath. Make it so, right? Maybe I will. I just won't even say anything. I'll just be like, Dan will be like, what's this tech channel? Where did it come from? I don't know. Yeah, so I have an iPhone. And I use iMessage to communicate with a couple people, mostly because they're the only ones I know with iPhones as well. And so I'm down in the basement of the house, and we have excellent Wi-Fi signal down here because the modem's right over here, the modem and the router. Seeing myself out of this conversation. This might not hit anyone. It might just be me with an iPhone in this stream. I have excellent Wi-Fi. My signal is crap down here. Even though I have 2 windows and I'm on a corner of the house, the signal is crap. I have like maybe a bar and a half on a good day. Maybe 2 bars on a good day. Usually like a bar and a half. Instead of using the Wi-Fi, my phone continues to try and use the signal to send messages. So in my room, I try to send a message through iMessage, and it takes either forever to send, or it's just like, I'm not even going to try to send this. I mean, it does usually, but every like maybe once a day, it'll be like, you know, to these people, it'll be like, I'm not going to send it. Nah. Or it will take forever to, like, it will like have a bar loading the message and then it will just stop. So I have to leave the room and start going like up the stairs to the top, to the first floor for it to even like go through. And sometimes I have to turn off my phone, start it back up again, exit out a message, open it back up, and it will say delivered. I don't understand. I don't get it. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. And it's quite frustrating. Because I'm like, I have wireless calling turned on. I feel like everything's checked for my iMessage to use the Wi-Fi instead of my bars, my signal. But it refuses to. That's my Apple story. Like that's all. I know it seems like such a like silly thing. And it's like, oh well, I mean, but it'll get there eventually. Sometimes it doesn't, and it's very frustrating. Thanks for the TED Talk. You're welcome. Yeah. I mean, it might come down to like having a call with Apple, like calling Apple and being like, hey, because I paid pretty good money for this phone. And I think I have like Apple Care, so I could just give them a call. Then there's that part of you that feels like, should I have to call? Like, this feels like it shouldn't be an issue. And it's a whole pride thing. It's a whole obstinance thing of like, well... And also I just don't want to be on the phone with like Apple for, and 2 hours. mean, who wants to be on the phone with any human? This is true. This is true. Not me. Mm-mm. I mean, there are exceptions, of course. But I mean, yeah, to call into like companies for, you know, especially with like issues with something, no. Didn't we invent texting so we wouldn't have to call people? Yes, correct. Okay, I'm still trying to get this kind of menacing. I wonder if I should like pull a mummy, the movie Mummy, and have like the jaw a little bit more just like, it's gonna take some, it's gonna be a little bit more drawing work here, but hear me out. feel that might help our calls here. I feel like that might make it a little bit more kind of like. Ah! I'll fix that in a second. I'm not just gonna leave it there like some kind of weird, like, I don't know. There's some kind of like show that I'm thinking of, like where they used to like do like, it was like paper cutouts, but I don't know. Alright, it is 5:51, but I probably go about 10-15 minutes after, probably. This is like a little bit late start. Have to disconnect and we'll put some CNews and stuff there to kind of fill in that. Sorry, I just had to look up a skull here. And put some little sinews. Let me go back to my mummy reference. Okay, it looks a little more terrifying. I feel like his mouth might be too wide. Or is like his teeth are... Okay. Alright, I'm already feeling better about it. And just cutting those down, not having them so like... Wah! In your face. I might slightly change the color of this, otherwise it's gonna blend in with his wrappings a bit. Okay, you too, Himar. Bye! You have a fantastic weekend as well. I'm going to use the darker tone here, maybe. Gives a little bit more depth, I think. Alright, I'll finish this and then call it for the day. I guess we're not quite that time yet, are we? I said about 10 to 15, so probably by the time I get done with this, it will be around that time, but we'll see. I am feeling a nap coming on, however. I guess we could put pieces on him from the coffin. Get rid of these this pencil line work. Nice. Nice. Maybe if we add like a crash sound, maybe like. Yeah, okay. I'm digging that. Make this see a little bit smaller. Save. Alright, friends. That's 3:15, so we kind of made up for the late start. Got a couple of hours in. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for all the follows today. Greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for those who hang out with me for a few hours. Listen, I'm working on this offline, that I'm not really streaming, but I'll be back next Friday with some more one stream work. There we go. But hopefully y'all have a decent day. If you're unaware, we have a lot of cool stuff here on Madbird Streams. Let me throw up a schedule really quick. Oh yeah, so much stuff. We have tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we have In Extremis, which is a D&D campaign, 5e Sunday, Obsidian Scar at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a gaming stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Mad Games at Dusk. Also D&D Monday evening and Wednesday evening, and all kinds of other art streams. If you're interested, I should say this, that as you can see, there's a Mothman tattoo fundraiser we have going on. That's been going on for a while. So, what is that under? Shoot. No, that's not it. Donate. Oh, that's it. Donate. So yeah, we are trying to raise funds for Mothman tattoo. Sounds silly, I know, but viewers wanted it. They wanted me to get a Mothman tattoo. So that's what we're currently fundraising for until we get there. So it's up to you to get this bar off the screen. After months. So yeah. Anyways, you are the absolute best. Thank you so much. If I don't see you, we have tons of D&D. But if I don't see you this weekend, hopefully, you have a good one. Or at least a decent one, Alright, friends. Bye!